Hello and welcome to another Hexarchy playthrough. Today we're gonna play as England and our goal is to control 50 hexes. So that's pretty straightforward. We just need to push out as many settlers as possible. Playing as England means we're gonna be settling near the coast for more gold and just trying to trade as much as possible for the chance at the extra hammers. Our first decision is where to settle. I see like two good tiles. Here you can settle directly on a cow, which means you will immediately get your second population. We already have our settler in our hand. Or we can settle on the food next to the cow, because we also already have animal husbandry in our hand, which means we can immediately build a pasture on the cow, get our food, and we can grow the city and build a settler afterwards. And because we're gonna have income over more turns, I think this is the optimal way to do it. You probably also wanna run our import before we get the food, because we had a chance to get food there and we got two luxuries, which is like pretty good result. We didn't get any hammers from that, but it's fine. So let's get the pasture going. Now we just need to draw some things we don't need, like these two. I mean, there's not really much point. There's not many. There is some trees, but they are not that close, so we don't want to waste time with that. And granaries we also don't need. So we can build a settler. We can also buy the science just in case. We can always sell it back and hopefully get a hammer. But also maybe you want to take up more on the next few turns. As for where we want to work our tile, this gives us more gold, but that's an illusion, because if we work the pasture, we will grow our city, which means we will draw one more card, which is kind of like making two more gold. And in that case, this basically makes like two more gold, and in that case, we make two more food here. So, pretty easy decision. If we were already at two population, we would go to three, we wouldn't get the extra card. So in that case, there might be more discussion, but this was pretty simple. Okay, we won't be needing a warrior, because you never need a warrior. And yes, so right now, where we want to move this settler? Probably next to the holy site, so we can start gathering culture, which will, over the few more turns we will be playing, should give us like one or two more tiles, which is good. And also it's next to the horse, and we will want to be mobilizing our settlers, so building a pasture on the horses will be pretty useful. So let's just shuffle our deck into our library before we start doing more stuff, like for example going for our forage, because by gathering these scraps we now have a discount on our settler, which is good. Agriculture, I think we won't be needing this, so we can burn that. We don't really need population. Writing, we could go for a library with this stone, so maybe can hold off on that. And also mining, we probably want to get pyramids, so I should probably keep that. And I guess in that case we might not have the time for writing, but maybe we do. We could see that we, by buying the science, the price has gone up, so now we got our money back, which is pretty cool. We cannot get the pasture yet, but that's fine. Okay, there's our settler. Can build him and immediately mobilize to go further. We want to settle so we can get access to this part of the map. We all want to have a city here as well, but that can wait. Here is better, because if you settle here, we kind of gonna be touching this holy site, so we would lose the tile anyway. Like here we have the border here, but here we would have a border here, and this gives us further to the area, so that's nice. And now actually we could get our library. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Probably not, because if we do this, we can immediately start making money from that. It's probably better, and as I said, we want to have both of these. So let's just crack that open, like a warehouse, and let's pass the turn. We should be able to do this in 6 turns, which means if we settle and settle, then we can start counting. Okay, we need 26 more tiles. So if you make 1 settler this turn and then 2 more mobilized settlers next turn, you can probably get like 20 tiles from them. And then 6 tiles over 2 turns with the holy site, probably pyramids. That should be absolutely doable. So let's see what we get. That was pretty nice. That actually means we don't even need to build a pasture this turn. We can probably also... I wonder if it's better to... Yeah, we should probably get the settler for cheap. Okay, we don't need a fishing hut because there's no resources here. I mean, there's one down here, but it, again, it's too late. We don't need a mine. We probably don't need a woodsman. This should be reachable and we can go like there, so that's fine as well. We can sell some of this to get our settler. And as I said, we don't need to mobilize this turn, so we can do like this. And because we don't need the pasture, we could probably get away with our pyramids. Might be a bit risky. We could also get a harbor, also not bad. Actually, we could do both. We could do pasture, then we could do harbor. We got an iron. Could we try? I mean, if we draw, well, we certainly want to keep the mobilized. That's for sure. I mean, you can try drawing stuff. Lighthouse. I mean, it gives 1 culture, so not that big of a deal. Certainly, this culture is actually not without its cost, because culture is how you draw your borders. But we drew a harbor, so we can just get that. And yeah, that's nice. So we don't need a second horse. We can sell that horse. We can feed these cities, so they will grow. In fact, here we can even switch to this tile now because we have so much extra food. And probably we can feed that culture. And masonry, oh, that's fine. We will have to loop through our deck anyways if we want to build 2 settlers and use the mobilize 2 times, so didn't even really have to keep this in my hand, but also didn't do anything by keeping that, so that's a net 0. Now we can grab this city here. That should be maybe even 7 tiles, because we're England, so we actually have more chance to grab this tile than like this tile, which is nice. Okay, so here we can get the settler. Then we can actually maybe import it. We could if we get some food. We didn't, but it's okay. Okay, we can draw. Okay, there's our other settler, which actually mean you can also get it for free if you harvest those crabs. And buy the food here. Get a settler here. I should have used the mobilize first, because now we can draw the other settler, which we do not want. So that was a mistake. No need for pasture anymore or God King. We could potentially, no. I thought maybe we could see some stone to harvest, but didn't work that way, in which case we can probably sell this stone. Oh, we got our extra hammer, that's nice. Import, it's probably worth it. Okay, we got a stone again, that's fine, we can sell it again. So the luxury. And there is our other settler, which we do not need anymore. There's a forage, which we can probably use to make some money. Well, not anymore, nothing is close. We have to draw our whole deck because of the mobilize. That's why you got a sequence better than I did there. Okay, we can go here. So this is gonna be 20 tiles from these. And maybe we can get the pyramids next turn. This is not really anything worth buying right now. Okay, we can import. Then we can sell the settler. We don't need any more settlers. And what could we harvest? That's like, how much is the iron? Iron is 2. Yeah, I guess there are some luxuries here. That could be nice. We would be able to build some harbors next turn, so that's cool. Nothing on the market. Yeah, we can just end the turn. We get some tiles. Okay, we got 1 tile. Okay, now we settle everything. Settling everything at once also has the benefit that we don't have to pay upkeep for the next turn. So that is neat. We can maybe hire all some stone for our pyramids. We didn't, but we can sell all of this stuff. Let's try another harbor maybe. Okay, nothing yet. Mobilize. Still think we want the pyramids because that is for sure at least 1 tile. And I think it's gonna be even more. Okay, so we do this. We can buy the whales. We can harvest these whales. Can sell the X-Men for import. Can sell all of this. Just trying to get as much luxuries as possible. So here are luxuries. Yeah, and now we have to hope this is gonna be enough. How much is it to take like a... It's free to get a tile. So now this is 6, so like 7, 8. It was only 1. Okay, so maybe 1 more. So this should be these 2 tiles. The pellets gives 1, right? Yeah. So we can put 1 more here. There's the holy side gives 1. So like 3. Oh man, I feel like maybe we're gonna be 1 luxury short. So we will see if it works out or not. No. Actually cannot afford anything anymore anyways, so let's see. It might be exactly 1 tile short if I count it properly, but maybe it will work out. Oh, exactly 50 tiles. Very nice. Well, hope you enjoy this one and see you next time.